Hello, my fellow individuals. I'm Mr. Mini Mask Man here, and today I'm going to react to Game of Thrones Season 7 trailer. Now, obviously, if you've not seen the trailer yet, then please watch it on the original link down below in the description box before you watch this reaction / mini discussion. Finally, a Season 7 official trailer for Game of Thrones. At least I hope this is it. So, because I know they had a promo where it just showed all the sigils of the, of all the families and all that from Game of Thrones, like the Tyrells, the Targaryens, Starks, Baratheons, Lannisters, etc. But it was just more recapping of all the previous seasons 1 through 6. But there's no new clips or anything from season 7. Now, I assume this is it here. Like, we're finally gonna get a clip or something from season 7. And boy, can I not wait for season 7 of Game of Thrones. I mean, let me see. I know it was a 7 episodes, sadly, for season 7, and then season 8 I heard might be only 6 episodes left, and then that's it for Game of Thrones. Kind of sucks, man. I really love this series. It's like my second favorite, like definitely top right there. Second favorite series of all time. Breaking Bad being first. Personal opinion, of course, but but no, Game of Thrones is just. Whew. Oh man, I am so stoked. I don't know what's. Well, I kind of have an idea what's gonna come, but for this upcoming season, and a lot is gonna go down. There's not that many episodes left, so I hope it's season 7 just takes it as it is and just brings it there. Just let us get hooked immediately once it starts and immediately once it ends, and wanting more from the final season that'll approach. So, without further ado. Let's watch this right now. Jon Snow. Oh boy. Daenerys? Oh, interesting clothing choice. Of course, Cersei. Oh boy, the 3. Oh man, interesting throne. Of course, the Iron Throne. Jon Snow back at Winterfell. Oh shit! Winter's here. Here we go, Mr. Night King himself. Oh my god, yes. Yes, July 16th. Oh boy. Oh man, I can't wait, I can't wait. Oh yes, that was a good one. That's a good teaser. It is more of a teaser than a trailer, but it gets it's getting me a little bit hyped right now. So, oh man, what to look forward to, right? All right, so obviously the 3, well now technically 4 duking it out is just Jon Snow, Daenerys, Cersei, and then the Night King. You got Jon Snow, who only just wants to fight for his own, not his own claim, but just wants to save Westeros from the Night King and the White Walkers. So that's more of his duty, and that's what he wants to do. He doesn't care about the whole political situation going on, and Westeros is just more like, guys, White Walkers, Night King, end of the world. Let's get that fixed up first. So it's almost like Jon Snow versus the Night King versus Daenerys against Cersei, where Daenerys wants to reclaim her rightful heir in the throne, while Cersei's wants to keep it, for herself. So this is going to be interesting. I think it's almost like cut out to points where there's only going to be almost two focused subplots. One with Jon Snow and everyone else behind him to help him against the White Walkers and the Night King. then you have Daenerys and what, the Tyrells, the Martells, and just everybody she has, the dragons, Tyrion, Varys, Melisandre, Grey Worm. Who else was there? The Dothraki, the Unsullied. You know, everybody just all going to Westeros right now, into King's Landing. At least that's the goal, to duke it out there. Now, at least I want to try and think. The only obstacles left, if you think about it, are, it's not really antagonists, because there's just so many protagonists and antagonists. They're just all different characters. I mean, you got your mains, but there's still multiple where you can't really define it as pure black and white. Like this, that's what's the good thing about Game of Thrones, is the whole gray. Everything's pretty much gray in there. So, I mean, at least what I'm trying to imagine, my case scenario is Daenerys and everybody, you know, sailing away now to Westeros. I'm not sure yet if either by the time they get close to Westeros or in the middle of sailing to Westeros, they're going to have to deal with Euron Greyjoy. Now, I don't know what they're going to do with him in the show, in the series, but, you know, so far it's just kind of like they just barely introduced him, and he's not really a threat per se, you know? So, oh yeah, I forgot, and the Greyjoys, duh. Theon and Yara. Well, you know, the other name, but, like, yeah, they're also in alliance with Daenerys, so all of them against Cersei. Whoever alliance she has left was just herself. I mean, she basically broke ties with all these alliances, with the Martells and the Tyrells especially. It's just basically her, as far as I can think of. The only alliance I can possibly think of is actually, believe it or not, Euron Greyjoy. He could, depending if he goes there first, because I think he's already thinking, well, Theon and Yara already probably talked to Daenerys, so there's no point in me trying to go there and negotiate with her to marry her and take her dragons and all that, so I'm just going to go to whoever's in charge in King's Landing, which in this case Cersei, and he's going to say, oh, you know, Daenerys, the Targaryens are coming in. You know, well, Daenerys Targaryen. There's no more Targaryens well, no more Targaryens. Well, you know what I mean. There's the half Targaryen still alive, but yeah, and so they might make some sort of alliance. So that's why I'm not sure the scenario. Either it'll be Euron himself. During the middle of going there, Euron's going to blockade them and start fighting the ship war against them. Now you're thinking, well, there's no way that he can't win. It's just him and whatever leftover army he has of the Greyjoys, or back in the Iron Islands, against Daenerys. And look at her. She even has all 3 dragons, you know, set to go. So it's like, what's the threat with Euron? Well, in the books, if I remember, he was actually a really big threat. A possible big threat. I wasn't sure if it was confirmed, but there's something that he has called the Dragon Horn, where he claims with that horn, if he blows it and knows how to control it, he can actually control the dragons. Because, you know, Daenerys always had trouble controlling her dragons, especially Drogon, out of the 3 of them. And I don't know if they're going to include that in the series, because it's about to wrap up. It's only 13 episodes total left. So I don't know if it'll be a shame if they made Euron Greyjoy just kind of a waste. They just kind of like throw him in there and he gets killed pretty easily in the middle of battle. And then they move on, you know, against Cersei. But to be honest, that would be kind of a waste. You know, I was really looking forward to Euron in this one, but it was almost too late that they added him way too late. So, you know, which is going to kind of suck, because I was kind of looking forward to him as this bigger antagonist right after Ramsay, you know, because you got Joffrey, then Ramsay, and then Euron was the next one, you know. At least currently in the books, I know George R. R. Martin needs to finish the 6th one, I don't know when. And then he still even has one more after that, which we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But Euron was actually pretty up there when it comes to a dangerous kind of villain. He was like I think it was even some points where he's even worse than Ramsay, believe it or not. But in the show, they haven't really portrayed that. He's just kind of like, just a talker. You know, we haven't seen him done anything yet to where his words actually came true of what he says that he's done or will do and all that. So, we don't know. Hopefully they'll do some sort of justice with Euron as to actually make him an interesting antagonist for this very short amount of time, but I'm really afraid that he's not really going to have that justice, or he's just going to be some sort of minor obstacle they have to deal with first, and then go against Cersei. Now, like I said, the other possibility is that Cersei and Euron's going to meet with Cersei first, and then they have this alliance where when they arrive, then they have to deal with Euron and his army with the backup of Cersei and King's Landing and the friggin' Mountain, or Sir Clegane, or Sir Robert Strong. I mean, whichever what you want to call him. But, whew. And man, oh man. So, and then there's a lot of things still have to happen. Like, okay, and Jon Snow, you know, he's with Sansa. So the only obstacles I'm thinking is Euron. Cersei is one of the big ones. Not the big one, but I would say the second threat, at least in Westeros. Peter Baelish, that's the third one. I don't know what he's scheming left. Sansa's onto him. Like, you know, at the very end of that season 6 finale, you kind of see like he had a smirk, like he's already planning something as they were everybody was cheering for Jon Snow as the King of the North 2.0. But oh, what is he up to now, right? What is he up to now? So you have to be careful with Peter Baelish in this case. And then, of course, the number one threat, the Night King and the White Walkers, which finally they're like I said, winter's here, and they have to prepare for that. I honestly want to say that it'll be White Walker focused in season 8 a lot more. I think the White Walkers and all that will be season 8 when they actually arrive in Westeros. I want to make my safe bet and say that. That season 8, that'll be the main focus. This season will be more focused on Cersei and how to take her down, you know, and what Jon Snow is going to do later, etc. So at least that's what I think is going to happen in season 7. Plus a bunch of other subplots of these different characters, like what's going to happen with Arya, or with the Hound, or where the hell Melisandre? I'm sorry, whoops. I actually said Melisandre back in the Alliance of Daenerys. I meant Missandei. Sorry, not Melisandre, Missandei. Melisandre is God knows where, but I assume she might meet Arya because of, you know, what she said a long time ago in one of the earlier seasons to her, that they will see each other again. So there's still so many other things they got to wrap up too, or kind of come to a closing with these other characters and how that'll pertain to the main plot that's going to happen. So, and I can't wait for the Hound versus the Mountain, the Clegane Bowl. At least I'm hoping that's really going to happen. I mean, it's got to happen. It just has to happen. But so many things is gonna happen this season for sure, and I honestly can't freaking wait. Whew. I am so ready for season 7. I wish, you know, usually April is the time when Game of Thrones starts, you know, but I know they delayed it for a specific reason in July, but I am really hoping almost every episode will be top notch, you know, or just kind of gets you there all the time, because usually Game of Thrones is like, it's definitely not bad, like not as bad, I mean, as The Walking Dead, where it's like Walking Dead has a good season premiere, okay episode, and it's kind of mid-season, whoa, and then back to the season, and then boom, cliffhanger. Where Game of Thrones, for the most part at least, in the majority of seasons, it keeps you hooked on, and there might be an episode or two in the middle that's kind of like a build-up, but it's 7 episodes. They can't waste their time on that. So I have confidence that it will be almost just one after another for the most part. So I'm seriously stoked for season 7. Oh, and I can't wait, man. Frickin' July has to come sooner. It just has to come frickin' soon. Sad that it's almost ending. We're only 2 seasons left, but I can't wait. I still can't wait for this. Until we get, I guess, maybe another month later, until we get maybe an official trailer with clips of the season. Hopefully it doesn't reveal too much. Usually it doesn't in the series. When they do their trailers pretty well, Game of Thrones does it. It keeps you intrigued, but it doesn't reveal like a lot, where it ruins the season, you know. Until we get a legitimate official trailer. But until then, that's pretty much all I got to say for this one. So thank you guys for watching, and if you like the video, you know what to do. And as I always say here, I hope you guys have a nice day.